Hello, my name is Jessica and I'm the Archivist at the Dallas Jewish Historical Society. Today I will be sharing some tips and tricks for recording a high-quality oral history video from the comfort of your own home. Firstly, we recommend that interviews occur with one subject at a time, that is, one interview per donor. This is just to ensure that each person's story can be shared without interruption and each person has a rich, high-quality product that they can share with family and friends. It also makes donation paperwork a little bit more simple. Secondly, be conscious of your time and your file size. We do have some constraints because of this project where we are limited to 512 megabytes per upload. That's not to say that your interview can't be multiple segments with multiple uploads, but make sure that at least each segment is 512 megabytes. I'll get into that a little bit more later as well. Now, when it comes to framing out and creating your oral history on the camera, you want to choose a location in your home that is relatively quiet, minimally distracting, and neutral or perhaps visually interesting. You can include family photos in the background or artwork or your plants, anything that shares a piece of you with people who will be watching your video. You also want to think about lighting quality. You want to avoid dramatic or dark cast shadows, bluish, greenish, or reddish casts. You'll be able to tell on your devices if the coloring is off, but your devices will adjust differently than your eyes do when it comes to lighting levels. So for this reason, we do recommend taking a test video so you can see on your device how your interview will look. It is also a good time with that test video to test your sound levels to make sure that you are speaking slowly, clearly, and loudly toward your microphone so we can hear you clearly. We also recommend having your interview questions close by and perhaps any notes that are related to those questions. We have found, and you don't need to prepare, but we have found that having that information available to you can be helpful when you don't have an interviewer guiding your interview like we normally do. Now, during your interview, right when you start, introduce yourself. Give us the date and where you're interviewing. This is very important. It's something we do for all of our oral history interviews. It identifies who is being interviewed right away. It also identifies a place and time and a place geographically where the interview is being conducted. This is helpful for our donor paperwork and it's also helpful for our viewers. So for example, hi, I'm Jessica Schneider. It is March 31st, 2020, and I am recording my oral history interview at my home in Dallas, Texas. Simple as that, one sentence, just to get the who, what, when, and where right off the bat, and then you can dive into your questions. Now, we have a list of 50 questions that is linked on this page, as well as on our website in a couple different locations. You do not need to answer all 50 questions unless you really want to. Select 5 or 10 that resonate with you the most and go from there. If you think of anything that you want to add that's not in the 50 questions or is not part of the original question selection that you made, feel free to add it. This is your story, and we want your story as told by you. Now, when it comes to finalizing your interview, play it back. Once you're completely finished, play it back once. Make sure that we can see and hear you. Now, that said, try not to be critical of yourselves. We're all our own worst critics, and I guarantee that your friends and family will be thrilled to see your face and hear your voice, especially in this time of isolation. So don't be worried about how you look or how you sound. Just make sure that we can actually see and hear you, because that's the most important part of this whole thing. When you're ready to upload, it'll be a little bit different depending on which device you use. If you use a mobile device like a cell phone, you'll be able to access your video and the upload form from there, and enter your information, select file upload, and it'll do its thing. If you're recording from a laptop webcam, you'll have access to the file on your computer, then you go through from there. If you used an external device like a camera or something else, make sure that the file is uploaded from your camera to your computer or mobile device so you can access the file to upload it on that page. Now, if you have any questions regarding file upload or file size, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. My contact information is below, and it is also available on the contact page on our website. We are checking phone messages and email messages working remotely to answer any questions that you might have and to continue giving you access to our collections remotely. So please don't hesitate to reach out. We want to help. We want to hear your stories, and we would love for you to participate. So don't let those reservations stop you. And one thing I would like to add is our deed of gift form. So the upload form has a release, and that's essentially our deed of gift. And a deed of gift is a legal acknowledgement that you are donating your oral history to us, that it will become a part of our permanent collection, and that we can use it however we see fit. Now, we're in the market of sharing and preserving stories and objects related to Dallas Jewish history, and so we will never use your information in any way that's not for the greater good of Jewish Dallas. We want to share your story, and we want to share everyone in the best light. So if you have any questions regarding our deed of gift or the donation process, please don't hesitate to reach out to me regarding that either. I'd be happy to walk you through it. But it is a really simple upload form, just basic contact information. And I'll eventually contact you as well with an official donation letter. So if you have any further questions about uploading your oral history or creating oral histories in your home, please don't hesitate to reach out, and we're so excited to share this project with you. Thank you. Bye-bye.